Everyone I know says that the old Roblox was better than the now Roblox, and I think that's wrong. I think Roblox was never good to begin with, and we were just really young. Okay, don't get me wrong, they were kinda right, but the reason is really sad, and it's the only reason why I'm making the video. Something did get lost in the past, but not the thing that everyone thinks. 2016 was the year that the majority of the now older player base remembers the most. Popular games came and rose, for example Obby's, DoomSpire, BaseBattles, and Work at a Pizza Place. Obby's were simple back then, and honestly, they didn't need to be complicated, because regardless, I would still suck at them. I've played Obby games in the past, of course, but the quality in the games from the past was nothing special. It was very simple. Jump and get to the other obstacle. DoomSpire was also really simple. This was released in 2009 and featured 4 different zones that you could walk to, but these bases/zones were very easily destroyable, and they were especially easy destroyable because they gave you rocket launchers and bombs, both of which were easily accessible in the Roblox Studios toolbox, meaning that you didn't really need to script anything if you wanted to make a similar game with a similar weapon. DoomSpire did feature some scripting elements, like the bases resetting and a winning and losing feature that displayed text of who was the last base standing, but still, it was very simple. Base battle games, like the boys versus girl ones, had no scripts. You chose which side you fought on and fought. It was simple. You spawn on one side and are given guns and some vehicles, but the friends you invited is what made it fun. I remember whenever me and my brother would play these type of games, that no matter what type of team he chose, I would just choose the opposite one, just so I could fight him. Lastly, Work at a Pizza Place. Honestly, this one has the most game in it. You can choose where to work, the front, the supplier, or the back, or as a delivery driver. I remember this one the most because for some reason whenever I would play, nobody wanted to be the delivery driver, or they just didn't want to be the supplier. So we always ran out of the ingredients, and so I would just always end up playing a role that I didn't want to play. Honestly, in hindsight of the things, this game is good, but fun may not be the word. I mean, I could play this game in real life for working at a pizza job, but what makes that fun? It's the people. It's the friends that we made along the way. Roblox was never really a game to begin with. Roblox was a social hangout thing that is very similar to something like Club Penguin. Club Penguin did have gameplay moments that was fun, but the main feature was to be able to communicate with people. If we look at the recent Roblox age verification communication thing, we can see that we are clearly restricted due to the update. People can only communicate within their respected age groups, as shown. This update was made with good intentions to keeping the platform safe. I think that they did the right thing in doing something about it, but it does gut the communication across the board. For example, No Big Deal, an amazing game that is based off another game called Sub Rosa, is a round-based business negotiation shooter. It absolutely requires communication, and it had a small fan base, but now it has an even smaller fan base due to the policy changes. There's a good video that discusses that in detail. I'll have a link to it in the description or at the top right of the video. But it's the exact same thing that ended a version of Roblox that OG players knew. Even with that said, we can look at the games now and see these games are built around solo or small group mastery, not hanging out. Deep Broken is a great example. If you don't know what it is, just know it's a permadeath RPG. There's no way that the engine could have supplied what it currently does now, and there's no way that older hardware could have also supported it. Also look at how people play it. Whenever they play to level up their character, not to chit-chat. An Obby, like Tower of Hell, could have existed back then, but the premise is still the same. It's a focus on individual skill, and it's very difficult. All of these games were previously not able to be made due to the limitations of the Roblox game engine. Games on Club Penguin were simple because the main focus was communication. Old Roblox was the same thing. Simple little games that you would play, communicate, and make friends. Roblox became less about a game of finding people for a quick laugh and more as a platform to make a very well-made game, with some exceptions. Don't get me wrong, it is still used as a place to communicate, but not as much as it was back then. Back then, Roblox was 100% about making a simple game and enjoying it with random people. Now, it's more about individually enjoying the game. The point that I'm trying to get here is that Roblox games were never good to begin with. We just thought and all agreed that they were good because we all got to know and make what it is together. On top of that, expectations of what the engine could do were low, and we were allowed to talk to each other. Now that's harder and harder to do. Ask somebody what Roblox really means to them, and another person may say something completely different. Roblox games individually by themselves are much better than the 2008 to 2016 era that people claimed. They only claim that the games were better because they were younger, had lower expectations, and were all free to do whatever we wanted. Roblox changed, and the original player base isn't here anymore.